You know, I was going to use that sound clip from South Park with the kid going, "He's okay, he's okay, he's okay." But I think that's just too grim, so I'll leave it like that. Why do we have a break before this chapter? Is it because of a holiday? Well, yes, that will be a factual answer. But I like to think it's one of those good timing execution of Ishida's outline, because this chapter was emotionally heartbreaking. As if I needed more reason to like the character, I got more out of here. It's an exhilarating and emotional ride. First off, the confrontation with Hajime doesn't last long with Toka, and that's good, since she has no real business to fight him here. I was just glad she did something rather than act like a helpless damsel despite her state. Hajime does, however, uncover on how not only he's strong, but how weakened the ghouls have gotten without good amount of nourishment. Hinami tried to block it, but if I recall correctly, Hajime's Kagune is Rinkaku, and that's stronger than hers, so it's all the more reason why she was pushed back. I know, those laws are still relevant. Imagine that. In Ishida, we trust. Thankfully, she's okay, just caught off guard on how powerful his Kagune is. That was some scary stuff when I thought the children were going to get slaughtered by his Kagune. The setup for the next battle is pretty interesting. Hirako and Squad Zero are joining next, so at least that's reassuring that they're still here. I hope they're not the last reinforcement in 24 Ward, or I should hope there's no more for CCG. To my surprise, Urie also appears. The way how you can't see his face, yet his aura present does tell you his current state. This could be a perfect time for him to get answers as well as get his mind straight again. Well, more like develop back in shape, but it's only a matter of if Hirako will tell him there or not. So a couple of notes, correct me if I'm wrong, but this will be the first time that we will get human versus human action. If so, that's going to be pretty interesting to see how it will work out, since the flow would be different than seeing a ghoul taking the hit like paper ball tossing at them. That alone got me anticipated to see how it works. Hopefully it won't be like a video game like playing a lower class soldier that still obtain the same functionality. I do expect for some emotional conflict between the two. The other one I want to point out is if Urie is here, who's to say the operation isn't only for Ogai? That was the impression I had before. So now I wonder if there's anyone else there waiting to do a surprise attack. Because of that notion, I can't feel safe just yet for Toka and others. I got a bad feeling for the element of surprise that Ishida has in mind. Out comes to the best part of the chapter. Iwao is so damn badass. He continues to fight with one arm, and he was taken down real as many times he keeps coming back up. It is an exhilarating moment with the thought of Iwao being done for. I was frightened when he begins to tire out, and Roma stepping in was like the last thing I needed. It certainly gives the vibe of an RPG boss battle with Roma in her Kagaja form, especially how Iwao has to dodge all of her attacks in his tired state. At this rate, it should be Dark Souls 3 download content. The more he tries and the more he takes damage, the more I become certain that he will die here. That dodgy punch got him really bad. I see where Dodgy Mother name comes from. Still, he continues to fight injured. It's pretty damn badass of him. If only he has Arata's armor, maybe the whole course of danger would be changed. The best part of the chapter is Urie and his deep emotional turmoil. If there's one thing that was building up to his character, it's how he truly feels about his friends. It's no doubt that his character has been showing a lot of signs of who he truly is, and it's always sad to me when he tried his hardest to hide it. You can say that he has entered a deep state of emotion, or rather reflecting his regrets. The moment of when Shirazu died is the day of his life has gone to the gutter. At least that's how he sees it. This is such a powerful moment because it all becomes clear on how Urie was going through after all these times. He wants to keep his team together. He wants his friends united. When Shirazu died, it's like what I have been saying. It's the beginning of the snowball effect. And that effect is the deconstruction of the family. A long time ago, people actually believed that Urie has never cared about his friend. But in reality, he has. And he is always afraid to see them broken apart. The panel with Shirazu being alive and be part of the Q Squad as a whole is a touching scene. It has everyone there in a healthy state. It's hard to say if that would have been the case, but it certainly has a shot. It's all reflected with his presence in the previous panels, insinuating that he could have maintained the family in order. The current state is such a shamble that I feel so sad for Urie. He is losing his family members. He almost has one killed, and now he too is going to die. It does make sense on why he tried to blame Kaneki for Shirazu's death. He tried to blame someone in order to save himself, but Kaneki brought in reality right at him really hard. I can see why Urie is tormented with everything. He got the leadership position that he wanted, yet it ultimately caused him in distress. Everything has fallen apart. I just love this character. It's amazing on how his character started off a little bit unlikable, but then he becomes such a great character, and it slowly continues to build up on how much he has evolved. The last scene is awestruck because I was solely rooted for him to somehow win against him, even if that would be too far-fetched. I didn't even care. I was already hurt by his true emotion. I wanted the massive ass pull. I want him to pull a because he's Urie moment just because. That's how much I love this character. I was cheering him on to win this, and I was happy to see him overpowering Ryo and cut his arm in the process. At first I thought he died, which that would have been strange because he's just revealed to be Ryo, and it seems like Ishida is hyping him up for later on, but he only lost an arm. Then I remember, you know what would have been nice? My favorite character to get demolished by my hated character. It's just what I got. It's an eerie cliffhanger, I'll say that much. Do I think Urie died? No, but I would be devastated if he did. I do think this is his chance to take a bite, revealing that he is essentially a ghoul at this point. It's the only way for him to escape, or he's good as dead. I hope no one dies here. It's all I ask. The break time does wonder for Ishida after constantly working with the movie promotion and the chapter itself. Basically, this chapter has a very solid artwork. It's more on the bone-chilling vibe when an attack happens, so it gives you that gaspy feeling. Urie's presence does send that bad vibe on how far he has fallen. Here's hoping this fight will give him a better outlook. The intensity with clowns is strong. I cringe when Iwao got his right arm broken. After the reflection of Urie's feeling, I was amped up to cheer for him to win against the great odd. The last shot was such a downer. It's a great emotional chapter after the break. While I can't wait for the possible first human versus human combat, I was heavily intrigued with the battle against clowns. Iwao being a badass is a nice treat, and Urie going through more developments is always welcome. Now, get the hell out of there! I'm giving this chapter a 9. I wonder if the schedule of releases is back to normal. Well, I don't know yet. It could be just this reason alone since we just got back from Japan's holiday. So who knows how the schedule will be like for the next chapter. Only time will tell. What are your thoughts of this chapter? Do you think Urie is going to chow down some of the Kaguya of Roma and then come out with his form of Kaguya or something? I just think that's the only way to escape. Or somebody will come and play like Psycho and the rest of the Q Squad to save him. Anything is possible. I'm just hoping everybody makes it out alive. Right now, it's really giving that chilling feeling that someone is going to die. Iwao is like the main target for this, but hey, I could be surprised. Maybe everybody will turn out fine. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.